Were awful at this point, as they always were when he was out of work. I guess I just became his human, verbal and emotional punch bag. It was his cure for boredom, wasn't it? To take it out on me. One day in particular, which is a day I will never forget because it was the day I found the strength to leave. We were having an argument that was escalating to a place that it hadn't been before. I was scared. I was backing down. He wasn't. So I intentionally pocket dialed my parents. And within 10 minutes, my mum was here telling him to back off. And you know what? He did. And that was the first time I'd ever seen that happen. She made him call a taxi. And unfortunately, that taxi was going to be 45 minutes. So I let him stay in my house for a further 45 minutes. And I know that you think that's mad. But if I let him walk out that door, how do I know where he's going to go? How do I know if he gets in the taxi? How do I know if he goes and hides somewhere for the next time I leave my house? I had my parents there. I felt safer. And I wanted to watch him walk into the cab. I needed to watch him drive off away from me. So I let him wait in the house. I even made conversation with him. He passed out on my sofa. The taxi wouldn't take him. So I kept him talking. I kept him awake. And I just needed him to go. And then the taxi turned up. And he left. But it doesn't stop there, does it? Because physically he might not be here, but mentally he was still tormenting me. I could still hear his voice in my head. I could still feel his restrictions around me. I eventually blocked him on all platforms, but that didn't stop him. I had to get the police involved, and I had to get a restraining order because he was stalking me. He was doing everything within his power to make my life a continued misery. But I am in a better place now. I sought therapy and realised that the emotional toll had left me with PTSD. But the therapy and having no contact with him were my steps towards healing from his narcissistic abuse. So if you've read the caption under this video, you will know that this isn't my story. This story actually belongs to a lady called Kelly. What she's currently trying to do is raise awareness for narcissistic abuse. Now, obviously, this topic is extremely triggering and extremely sensitive. And I think the main message here is that you're not alone. There are a lot of big organisations who can offer help and advice, but if that feels too big and too scary right now, Kelly wants you to know that her inbox is always open. So I have tagged her below this video. And even if it's just to chat, just to relate, or for some advice on how she got out of her situation, her inbox is open, guys.